A person commented on my video from yesterday, and they mentioned that the spurs were just a little too high on the heel of the boot. They usually ride about down to the top of the heel, and they were certainly right. And I should have caught that, but I was caught up in the day yesterday, and I just didn't take that into account. I've found photographs where they are a bit higher than that, and I think it depends on whether the spurs that they're wearing are borrowed or hand-me-downs or second-hand, and they don't quite fit the boot that the person is wearing, and so they would ride a little higher on the boot. But and certainly a cowboy didn't get paid enough to buy real fancy spurs unless they saved up all their money to buy that kind of spur. But mostly they probably bought second-hand spurs or wore whatever was supplied by the rancher that they work for. And but I lowered the spur mounting to just above the heel. I didn't want to go much lower because then the rowel would be digging into the ground. And so I'm taking artistic license here and putting it where I've got it. All right, let's get busy with today and see what happens. I'm working underneath the arm to take care of some of the problems there. And I tipped the clay over to work on it, but it's with that armature in the back holding up the figure, it is impossible to lay it down without wrecking it. So I'm just going to do the best I can at this angle. So if you hear me grunting, it's because it's really hard to work at this angle. And I am going on to 81 years old, so I ain't a young kid who is in perfect condition. I had a person comment some time back. They said, I sound like the Walking Dead, the way I breathe. And he wasn't far wrong, but it's made me very self-conscious about my breathing when I'm working. I try to control it, but the mic on this camera is so sensitive, it picks up everything. And even when I think I'm not breathing loudly, I'm breathing loudly. Before I can lower this clay down so I can work on the upper part of his body and his hat and scarf and all that stuff, I've got to get this part done while I've got it up here high on the sculpting stand. while I have this sculpting stand elevated, I figure I might as well get these pants finished up. I was watching an episode of Gunsmoke last week, and one of the characters in that show was wearing mule-eared boots like these. Well, he wasn't wearing them. What he was doing is wearing them around his neck, and he walked around barefoot all the time. I'm not sure why. It was a character that he was portraying, and but it showed me the construction of these mule ears, in which I'm going to redo because I saw some detail in those that I did not see in pictures that I've tried to find on mule ear. I'm not videoing everything I'm doing because, quite honestly, all I'm doing is putting texture in my pants, or his pants, and it's not really worth videoing all that. I didn't intend to spend so much time on the pants, but they definitely needed it. And so, it takes time. All right, I've lowered the sculpting stand, and I'm going to redo these mule ears. I got a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to take the length of the mule ear, and I'm going to redo them and make them all uniform in their shape. So I want to go that long, and these are so handy, these metal strips. Let me show you where it comes from. They come from these file folders, and what you do is just pull the, I think you just you probably have to cut them out of the fold that they're in. I use these type of file folder. Can't talk. I use these kind of file folders as armature for hat brims for cowboy hats or different hats that I do. They really work well. Hopefully this will. These don't seem to be coated like the older ones, but I just ordered a bunch of these for armature material. I don't actually have a file that I would put these in. I'm taking the file folder at its fold, and I'm going to make a template there. Okay. I'm going to cut these out. And that's going to be my template for the mule ear for the boots. Okay, I'm going to put my template down. The thing I noticed about the mule ears, they had a stitching, it looked like, right down the center there. And I'm going to put my metal strip on there, and I'm going to bend the mule ear to match that center line. All right, I've got the mule ears finished. All right. Well, at least now they're all the same length and shape. And that's what I was trying to achieve. All right, that will do it for today. I didn't get as far along as I thought I would, but the pants just took forever. And then I had to fill in underneath the coat so that they can make a mold that they can pull away easily. But I'm quite happy with the way these areas are working out. The pants took a lot of work to get it all just the way I want it. And I'm quite happy with how this has all worked out. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Somebody asked me how tall this was. I'm sorry, a second thought here. Yeah, it's just under 25 inches. And with his hat on, he'll be 25. So anyway, next week I'll start working on putting the scarf on and then the hat. And that will just about finish off this sculpture. Sounds like UPS is here delivering a package. So I'll see you guys next week. Good night. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.